That's a good one. That's a good story.
Yeah, that's a
All
good
right,
one.
so okay, so I just realized this happened again. So we play a video game. We always joke about how fuck man, if the FBI ever listened to us, they're like, damn, these kids just cut someone's head off and shit on their fucking down their throat and all this. We play a game. It's a game that our friend made up, M made up. We play this game. And it's a fucking violent game. And we do all kinds of shit in the game that you do in your video games now with like GTA
Yeah.
and shit like that. So when we're talking about this, we're talking about the game. We didn't really blow a fucking suburban 15 feet off the fucking ground like savages at 14. That was just a game.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
still in
dude,
the
we're old schoolers, bro.
yeah, roll. Remember when you
Fuck.
couldn't get a hold of anybody unless they were home?
Yup. And then we had pagers.
Oh my God. That's horrible. That's terrible.
And then we had pagers.
Yeah. It was like what, $5 a month?
I
Payphones.
forget. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, man.
Payphones and a pocket full of quarters.
Everybody had them and their codes. Remember, everybody had their code.
Yes.
You
Put
were
it upside
six six
down.
six, weren't you?
So yeah,
I
probably.
forgot. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was back in the backdrop days. Remember those?
The backdrop days. Yeah.
So we found. All right, I'll start this one off because I think I can navigate it well. So we found there was an institution that was offering $3 for this promotional sign up thing, right? For everyone that you sign up. And they were looking for people who were good at setting up booths or going out in the street and telling people about this institution and getting people to sign up. So I caught wind of this thing. Me and Anthony, we threw. I had picked up just recently to this. It was a '67 Buick Electra, and that was a fucking fly car. Remember that? The
And you
banana.
couldn't go. It had a governor on it, and you couldn't go past what was it, 75, or it'd start going.
But
Not
that
even a
this was the
quiet
old
kid in the
school.
middle of the in the middle of the night listening to CCR.
Yeah. But that was a fly ride, man. Remember, I had those plastic, the wheel cover. Remember that, dude? That was a good car. I did some work on that and finished that later down the pike, right? But
Looked like he stole it from some pimp.
well, yeah, but that was a good one. That was a good one. That was a rare sit down beauty electricity. And so okay, so we're cruising in the sofa, in the cruiser,
Yeah.
in the cruiser, and we this is Clearwater Revival all the way down there. This is like classic in my memory. This is like Fear and Loathing contestant, you know.
Yeah. Well, I
So
still
we're
have it
just
too.
oh
Smaller, but I still have it.
shit. Oh shit! Hell yeah! So so yeah, so we probably have some casualties and some fucking other shit going through the stereo, but we're cruising down. We show up. I get out. Remember I put on the long sleeve shirt and the shit. You stayed
Yeah.
in the car, right? I combed my hair. I got out. I made the deal with the institution guy, right? And
Hmm.
then we got our stack of shit and we're off to the races. And then, so we get paid on our shit, right? And we signed up fucking everybody.
Yeah.
with right and left hand and fucking 10 of us just but we went out and got some other stuff too, real stuff, right, just to mix in with that. But we got our payday, and then months later the institution was made to stand down. You were one of the people that had it framed on your wall, right?
Yeah, they because it was on the news.
Yeah,
I saw it on the news, and then I told you about it.
yeah.
And yeah, that somebody it was
We were on the news several times, by the way. So
yeah, but one of the times. Yeah, say that it was supposed to be to there were people are signing up just to support and they were actually registering. And then all these people were, well, I'm not part of this. What's going on? And started complaining. So then they started sending out apology letters to all these people. I got one of
Well,
them.
remember what we did is we had, I forget who the kid was, but
Who's we?
I got
Who's
the
we?
Blockbuster membership list from the
Oh my
Blockbuster
God.
video stores. And we were just signing up all the fucking members. So they didn't know what the fuck was going on. They were just, you registered for blah, 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 getting mailed to their
Yeah.
house. So that's
Yeah.
why they made that institution remail out. I saw some people had the mailer. They had to mail out this apology. We understand that we were too aggressive in our operations to fucking.
Yeah. Yeah. I got one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
So,
yeah.
yeah, no, I'm just remembering. That was funny. That was funny. But that, dude, I mean, that was a pretty big ice to be pulling off for little 15 to 17 year olds, whatever we were. All right, okay, so let's just kick this off, man. See, people should have never lied about me because we actually do have some cool stories, right? Yeah.
Lying about you.
Yeah, man. Straight up, bro. Because we actually lived that. Okay, so let's just set first of all, the what Breaking Bad, the Albuquerque that was like the Breaking Bad shows that people see now, all really ended in 2000 when APD became this whole other thing. Before that,
So can you give me a
totally.
ride? You got gas?
We would have 10 people stuffed in this car. We would get in fights, drunk from one side of town to the other, arguing with cops, assault rifles in the fucking trunk. You know what I'm saying? And so it was a whole, then it was the Wild Wild West. In like 2000, APD killed all that shit, and it was a different place. But up until that time, when cultural expression was legal and people
Yeah.
were outgoing and there was a little bit of freedom in this, and it was cowboy, all,
Yeah.
Albuquerque also had like that righteous cowboy shit, right? Like you could get into hooks in the street, and if you do a good job and you act right about it, and you go hard, like, and the guy wins, maybe he picks you up and says, "What's your name?" You went hard, right? Like it had that cowboy spirit. So I'm just trying to
Well,
like sit,
then,
you know, real,
everybody thought they were bad.
yeah. But people would jump. And honestly, I would say Albuquerque people were far more disciplined than most Americans during
Oh
that.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, right here, I mean, it's pretty much it's like if you start this shit, it's not. I mean, yeah, if you're looking for it, then you're gonna find it.
yeah. But okay, so but all that shit aside, I would say that like our network of street kids at that time was pretty like go getter, you know what I mean? And
Oh yeah,
yeah, and like so, like there's a progression like that's really interesting. It's really cool looking at it in hindsight because we had heart. I think people with more heart seem to like come together and become. So there were generations of these alternative thinking crowd downtown and everywhere else right before us that kind of
yeah,
set the set the tone that we could sort of operate inside of, because me and you were hanging out when we were like 13. This is like the beginning of the story that because what I already recorded is kind of getting into this point where us young people have evolved into, because we were making like big money, man. Big things were going on, right? And Ron Bell. Remember?
Ron
Is
Dallas, Better Call Saul.
yeah,
The Saul
you know what I
Goodman.
mean?
Yeah, yeah,
And Saul is Kenny's last name. The real cat that like this big church news agency did this big piece on that did the time that was making the colored crystal that was throwing raves with me just before that.
right.
And all right, so me and you were on the streets. This is like what year was this? We're at your
90.
mom's house. We're at Peppo and
Over there in the south, in the war zone in Madeira.
yeah.
Yeah, my mom still lives in the apartments across the street now.
Oh wow, no way.
Yeah,
Crazy.
she was 95, 95, 96.
Yeah, so we were young kids. I broke out of a juvie joint. I couldn't go anywhere. I stayed with you and Mona.
Yeah.
And
Nah, then we used to go to the UN. Remember the UN?
yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty much where it started, the meeting point.
yeah, there's probably nothing like that anywhere in the United States now.
No, not anymore.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of culture is just gone. That kind of freedom, that kind of spirit, even level, is just out the window, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just remember open at midnight and we used to be there till like 4 or 5 in the morning. Fucking
Yep,
kids and shit.
yep,
Hey, kid, you know,
totally.
pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was
I
really
remember,
a blessing, man, looking in hindsight, and especially looking at these young kids' lives now. It was really a blessing to have that kind of freedom, man. I don't know how we lived. I don't know how
I
we
don't know.
survived all
I
that
don't know how we
shit.
survived. That's what I was saying. But it's
A
good to
lot,
see that we're here now and we're not fucking on drugs or dead yet. I
exactly,
mean, rest in peace to a couple of them, you know, happened
for
with them.
sure,
And it was this life pretty much, you
for
know.
sure. All those guys, we had some capers. That shit got investigated. We somehow got out of that one. I don't know if somebody got. I think she might have got tagged for that, but um. Because I heard something down the line later that some people were caught on cameras or whatever. But I was only there for like the first series of those capers. I think I got distracted by something else and jumped off of that one before they had planted some secret cameras. I heard something about somebody got nabbed on a secret camera or something. But
Where? What?
on the punk rock chick, on those capers, like later on, I think they kept doing them.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. And then, yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
think
later
about it.
on yeah.
No, because they caught on. And so they didn't say nothing. They just threw in some cameras. And
Yeah.
none of, yeah, yeah, it was just her and, yeah, and nobody else. And then that's when they send her off to some fucking uh what is it, stupid camp or something for adolescents that are in trouble or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
there
it
was
was only
plenty
her.
of
But
those.
the cool thing is that she took it and didn't name anybody
That's what's up.
that she
That's
was
what's up.
associated with, which is cool.
Shit,
You
she
know,
didn't
she
know
could have
mine
just
anyway,
fucking
but yeah.
you could have brought all those other people down and she didn't. So
Yeah, that's what's up. No, for
if
sure.
I ever see her
No,
to this day, I'm
actually,
gonna be like, kudos to you, girl.
yeah. I actually ran into her for a brief chapter, man, and it was cool to see her. And she was super fucking cool, dude. And she was like building Harleys.
Oh,
I
really?
saw, yeah, she was like a motorcycle mechanic. She had a
Yeah, I
pretty
mean
sweet bike.
the last time I see that after that I passed by her and I didn't talk to her. I just saw her at the movie theater a long time ago. After that shit went down, and she had long hair and everything, and she actually looked like a girl. I was like, holy shit.
Oh, I heard about that. I heard about that. Yeah, dude, we were honestly some freaking Mad Max rebel, fucking crazy people there for a chapter, man. All crazy throughout. That's just wild. That's just wild that we were like that.
Yeah.
We
And then,
were actually.
and then Terry's still around. He's somewhere.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I remember Terry.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember. I
Yeah,
remember.
he's
That
still
was an
around.
that was an interesting chapter. Fucking dude, pissed on Sally did me raw, and then I talked and he did his kids raw. You
You know what happened to
remember?
that guy? I remember what was his name? Fucking.
Dude, that
Remember?
rings a bell. That rings a bell. But why am I blanking?
I know his name. Did I say his name?
Oh, oh, oh. No.
No.
Just to be, yeah, just to be, shit,
He
man, you're
was.
only as strong as your code. um,
But
um,
no, remember then he was hooking up with his wife, with pissed on Sally's wife. Remember he got
oh,
with
yes,
his
dude,
ex-wife.
yes. Holy
Now
shit,
you know what I'm
yes.
talking
Oh
about.
my
All of a sudden,
God.
yeah, you go fuck that guy. I got his fucking ex bitch now, and then he has like 20 kids with her or some shit, and then like five other with some other chick.
She was like, she was holding on for dear life. I think the doctors, she's another case where the doctors just filled her full of pills. She died several years ago. I was talking to her. She was messaging me all the time on
Oh,
Facebook.
really? She died?
Every Yeah, everybody left her. She had this best friend kid. She introduced me to him. I was talking to him on Facebook a little bit. Fucking, like, she's one of those people. We were like legendary people too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
She,
yeah, I know.
yeah, like she would. They would sit around and just talk stories about us all the time. That was like their life, dude. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So I was trying to be, you know what I mean? Like be there for her, and I felt bad. And I mean, fuck, dude, I saw her. I saw her. I was over there at Dave's. Bro, after I was in the military, I went back to Albuquerque for a minute and I was over at Dave's. And I had my daughter was there. I had my daughter all the way down there. We had this big back box of toys. And he was supposed to send them up, but never did. I was just like, you motherfucker, you can't even, dude. They fucked them. So they were so fucked up, dude. She was just like this on the freaking couch, just like the whole time, bro.
All zombie.
Totally pilled out of her mind, man. It was not a good sight to see.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah,
She was-
I gave him a car when I left. I gave both of them a car. I was like, here you go. I had picked up this car. Wow.
Yeah, and that was that.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's when I was working at the fantasy world with the fellas because FM had the management on that place at that time. I was just coming back. I actually had rental properties in Philadelphia at the time. I would dude, I was collecting like 14 G's a month and paying out seven. I was killing it, dude. And
You save your money.
Well, man, actually no, bro, because I got yeah, no, it's a fucking sad story, man. I got taken out by some ridiculous bullshit, man, and so that's why I'm down here too. But yeah, so um, yeah, so I was working at TD's and or at Fantasy World, and all kinds of shit was going on, dude. It was just left and right. We were just fucking getting into it with guys left and right, dude. I got into like, it was just every night we were fighting in everybody, and you know who,
That's
Blue
how it always was
Eyes.
with you guys. Could have take you guys anywhere.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Oh, great. What do they do now?
Well, so just so everybody knows, like we were a tough cowboy little clique, and we knew it, and we knew we could roll over a lot of people. And when we were younger, just after the me and Anthony chapter, we were. just rolling into parties, no one, taking over the whole thing. Fucking Mr. Mr. Down South is fucking stealing people's fucking girlfriends and throwing the fucking boyfriend in the trunk and fucking driving all over the fucking town with them and jumping out and playing arcade games and fucking more fucking dudes in the trunk. It's just this crazy, crazy domination all the time, and we were just ready to rumble with anybody at all time. But we were fucking some explosive, tough guy kids, and that. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, we really actually kind of were at the top of that Albuquerque food chain, or one of the tops, let's just say, of the Albuquerque food chain, and that would come later, head to head, in a big way as things would progress. But already, like when me and you were hanging out, like that time, I was remembering that time where I ran up on that car and the dude had a gun and he was threatening me
Yeah.
with the gun, and I was just like, I don't give a mother, come on. And I was moving around this car all strategically and shit. And I was like, I'm gonna fucking get you, just like the psycho. I'm looking at that shit through a telescope now, but just a psycho fucking mentality that we had back in that time, you know?
Yeah, and then we found out that he lived at the apartment complex that we were at.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, he lived there.
And
So yeah, it
that
was him
shit
and his little brother.
And that place was fucking crazy too, dude. Just like on the end of the war zone, but motherfucking bricks everywhere, fucking weed smoke all night
Yeah.
long, every apartment. Look,
Yeah, and it's funny too, because they had to in my sister's window. It's like every time everybody came over, they just knock at the window instead of going to the door.
that's
Just like,
fucking funny, dude. I remember that shit, bro. I
and then
remember
when
that shit now.
and then when I got out and you stopped by my house to pick me up, you're all just go knock on that window, and he's all what?
Dude, though, that was a fucking, those were crazy chapters too, man. When we,
Yeah,
those were some crazy chapters. When we
yeah.
ranked in short bus.
Ranked in short bus. Because
Oh,
he was just some kid from Chicago that was working he was working the door at the UN, and that's how we met him, right?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what it was, right? He
yeah.
just
He
got
just came.
from Chicago, and then he got a job over at UN, and then started fucking hanging out with us.
Yeah, yeah. And I was gonna talk. I wanted to at some point. I'll talk to him too about how was it coming to Chicago, to Albuquerque, right? Like especially during that era. You know what I mean? He was just like at the remember. I remember in the beginning, he was just like, "Holy fuck, you guys are crazy." You
Yeah, I
know?
think Chicago's crazy, dude.
Dude, totally, totally, totally. Yeah, no, but he was always a yeah. Back then, definitely, he was a down dude, and we had a cool shit, man. That with the tattoo shop, and we had the income. I was working the door at the tattoo shop. Fucking crazy. It was over there. But it's crazy when your high school sweetheart gets put in prison twice. The first time for fucking hacking someone in the face with a meat cleaver and making Albuquerque headlines like that, and then I was talking to her right before this last time. I was talking to her on the Facebook. I was like, "Don't
Are
fucking
you
or
talking about that goth girl that used to date?
yeah."
Yeah, like she did. What'd she do?
She went to prison. She made Albuquerque headlines because she I guess she grabbed a meat cleaver and started hacking some chick that liked her
Really?
boyfriend in the face with it. Yeah,
I didn't even hear about that. That's weird.
she was
Maybe I
like
did,
that.
but I didn't recognize her.
She was like that. Me and her went through some thick and thin together, man. It's
Oh,
crazy
that
to
chick was
see.
crazy.
She really, yeah. Back when we were younger, when we were younger, she hadn't gone crazy though. Me and her went through some thick and thin, dude. We were together for a long time, actually. Um, yeah. Fuck, she got demon possessed, right?
Yeah, no, it's just with
And
us. It was, I mean, back then, I mean, it was like if he looked like if some rando just came up and looked like us, like, who the fuck are you? You know what I mean? Nowadays, it's just like they just walk around as just like a fashion.
I
Yeah,
saw that.
he had heart, and I mean, it meant
Yeah.
something to him. Then now it's just like it's just
And you had to get
a
down.
trend.
You
Yeah,
had to get down about it back then. You
yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean? You
totally.
had to get down about it with your older bros and shit.
Yeah, and you got to watch out with even a T-shirt you wore. The point was to be different and not blend in with all these norms. You know what I mean? To be
Yeah,
ourselves. You know.
interesting. Well, back in the day, Albuquerque was famous on the hardcore music scene as a tour destination because the shows were hardcore, the pits were all crazy, everybody in Albuquerque's crazy, and we started going to these shows, these hardcore shows, and all bands who went to Albuquerque was like, yo, these dudes are fucking out. These guys are real. They're genuine guys. They're hardcore as fuck. We're this is awesome. And they kept coming, and so this crazy hardcore scene built back in the day. So like 95, 96, I remember going to hardcore shows to what was at the convention center. I remember being at hardcore shows and big band shows at the convention center where there was like 4 or 5 thousand people on a regular basis back then. I remember at the launch pad having those super hardcore shows. Well, like five, what is that? 300 people more, 200 people in
Yeah,
that
you got you.
space.
Well, then you had no, and then once it was the Sunshine Theater,
That's what it
the
was, the
the
sunshine. Yeah.
infamous Sunshine Theater.
And that line, I probably bought some other new car off of that one or whatever. You know what I mean? We were building up shit little by little.
Yeah,
All the time, even then back then.
yeah. And then it's like when you were doing the rave thing, and then they accused you of being a drug dealer or something, which is totally bullshit.
Yeah,
Just just because you did the raves and then you were driving that fucking Lexus, wasn't it? And I
yeah,
gotta get rid of this fucking car.
yeah. Fuck, I know. Well, see, so it was like it was small jealous mindedness is what it was actually, bro. It was little shitty motherfucker and spoiled kids in the rave scene that were like,
Yeah, they
"Who
were
is
seeing what
this
you were
dude?"
doing. They were seeing what you were doing, and they were jealous. So they pulled up some story saying that you were doing this and that which was bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. It's not me anymore, but I'm proud. Like at that in that environment, you know what I mean. I did a pretty hard pressed job there. I did a good job.
Yeah, and then you had that building on downtown. Remember?
Which one? We had a few of them.
Well, it was that
We
first one.
took over the UN building actually at one point. We
No, it was
had
that
that.
first. It was
And
that
then
first.
she tried to like muscle me out of there and keep the sound in there and shit. I had the whole boys were there. It was like 6 in the morning. She robbed 2 grand off the door already, and I was pissed, man. And then she tried to like close the doors on us, told us to get out and keep our sound equipment. She really tried to make that move, and everybody was there. So of course she didn't get nothing. We got everything out of there, and then yeah, that place got cleared out with a couple mace grenades. A few weeks later, at her biggest event, she dumped all her money to that fucking stupid bitch. But anyways, yeah, I couldn't believe she tried to do that. We brought that place back to life for a while. But which place are you talking about? Next to the ice
It was.
house,
No, it was the first one. It was on
the DV8 place
Yeah, that was it.
with the pool tables in it.
Yeah.
That was a
Remember
fucking fun place.
no, remember the Veruca show that you had over there?
Yep.
And the cops
Yep.
broke it up and I went to jail?
Oh, yeah, I remember. Oh, yeah, yeah, I remember that. I remember that now.
Yeah, I was all drunk and I walked out. I started yelling at the cops and kicking their cars. The cop pulled me and threw me to the ground and handcuffed me and they took me to
Dude, I
jail.
remember when it was me who went and got you. Remember? I remember when I went. I got you a couple of times.
Well, the first time he got me, that was when I got in a fight with my mom. But then they put me on probation and then I did that. And then he tried to get me out, but I had a hold because I was already on probation.
Fuck, dude. Little Jared, that was going on. Both of you guys were. Me too, actually, bro. I was getting fucking. I remember that detective was all the fuck over me. I had a detective all over me, man. All over
What
me.
was that? What was that cop's name? Remember our favorite cop?
Honey Bear?
Huh?
Honey Bear?
Was it Honey Bear? No
I don't
cop.
know.
No,
Honey
he's the
Bear.
no, he's called
Are
the
you
IHOP
talking
over
about?
on Montgomery, the Honey Bear,
Yeah, it was
because
Honey
that fucking
Bear, dude.
that server looked like the fucking Honey Bear.
Yeah, yeah, it was Honey Bear. Yeah, he was a motherfucker. I don't know how they let that fucking guy be a police officer, especially
Yeah.
now. Actually, like after I served in the military, I was like, "Fuck, bro." I know that dude didn't pass the PRT, the physical requirements. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Damn, that was some wild shit.
I asked about him. He said he's still in Chicago. He's doing all right, but we had to send him away. Remember? Remember him?
I do remember him. I
We were
remember.
trying
Yeah, I remember him.
when we were trying to put something together, and then he was trying to take it all.
Yeah, yeah. And then were you there? Were you there when I went and fucking took it back?
Yeah.
You were with me, huh? Okay, I thought
Yeah.
so. I know Tina was there. I remember
Yeah.
Tina was. It was you, me, and Tina, right?
Yeah.
Who is that? Who was there?
Yeah.
Someone
Yeah.
else? No, it
It
was
was
you,
just
me,
me,
and
you, and
Tina.
Tina. Yeah. And
Yeah, and
then
you
and
remember
then
I fuck. You remember I fucking put a loaded gun on me, and I went in there and I got the fucking AK-47s from his pussy ass.
yeah.
You remember?
Yeah. Sided with him, and then fucking uh had to have a talk with him, and then send him away.
I mean, it's just it's funny because I like I was referencing before, these people who lie on me, these motherfucking nobodies, dude. They actually threaten me. They don't realize. I mean, it's like they don't realize that we really lived that fucking life they watch on Netflix. You know what I mean? They don't realize, like, that's part of the reason I want to do this. I can already realize I'm gonna be going back and editing this, so that I, you know, but like,
Yeah.
but just so you know, like that's the big time. My own personal incentive is just like motherfucking, and then now she's 23, and the disrespectful way that it's just like, whoa, yo, dude, this is how far you've been. Your brain has been washed away, because if you actually knew, you'd be like, man, thank God this guy's my fucking dad. You know what I mean? Like, holy shit, like I'm actually the kid of this month. You know what I mean? But she doesn't have that. She doesn't realize.
Yeah.
No. And now, dude, bro, like, wait till you watch this whole thing. When I'm finished with it, I'll edit it up. I mean, it's gonna look good. And I've been all over the world, and bro. Like, I was a little mini James Bond almost back then, right? Because I was always wanted. I was fucking. I broke out of the damn place. I had to break out of the place to even be over there at fucking you and Mona's place. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
so it's like, and if anyone ever ran my name, I'm back in the fucking place right there. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like, now I'm not trying to talk cocky. I don't like a cocky person. I don't want to be one. You know what I mean? But dude, I fucking move. You know what I mean? I move. I get some shit done. I've been building brick by brick a real solid situation, and it's cool down here. You know what I mean? And I'm just the older version of my old self, bro. For and so. And I mean, it's just like, it's not a lot of kids who were 13, like me and you, with a fucking network, pulling runners, not giving a shit, assault rifles in the trunk, fucking down as fuck, and business, totally sustainable, totally. These kids have no fucking parents that are helping them. They're just totally sustaining with whatever street deals they have going on. And then progressive, you get a little girlfriend with 3 jobs. you know, you know what I mean? But we were. but like, I was actually that kid that was just, oh really? You think you're gonna fucking muscle me? I'm gonna get all these damn AK-47s right now. You fucking, you know what I mean? Like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's funny too. Is I
And
remember
how
too.
old
It
were we
was
when we were with those fucking AKs, dude? Like, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. And I had already done fucking several pistol deals and all kinds of other fucking crazy shit up
we
to
were
that
16
point.
and 17.
Yeah, we were 16 and 17. Exactly.
Yeah, just like
It's
one
just
time
like,
when and Piston Sally, they were giving me a ride in Martin, and we had gotten pulled over, and all of a sudden they're all flashing their
oh
lights,
shit, let me
and all
switch
these
my
cops.
signal real quick. Oh, am I better now? Are we fluid? I'm losing you a
No, you're
little bit,
fine.
maybe. Okay. Wait, say
You
that
see
one
me?
more time, that part?
No, when Miss Short Bus and Martin were they was giving me a ride, him and Piston Sally, and we had got pulled over, and all these cops just rolled up on us behind us, and all tell us put your hand on the wheel, and we were like, what the fuck did we do? And then and then we had all those guns in the fucking trunk, and we didn't do anything. And fucking the cops fucking roll up to us and fucking were looking at us, and we didn't fit the description of what they're looking for, the people, and they're all, yeah, no, we're looking for three guys in a
Right.
car with a bunch of guns. They just
Remember, dude, I was 24. You remember? I remember was driving him one time because I just bro. I've gone too long. I've been up 3 days. I need to sleep. Fucking you drive, dude.
yeah, yeah,
Fucking
you're
drive.
driving,
Yeah.
couldn't drive for shit. Yeah, you're fucking all tired all your drive.
And okay, so not only were we a sustainable crew and have been like that for years, but now we're fucking actually taking this dude from jail to work, back to jail every fucking day. So not only are we sustainable, but we're doing charity work technically. You know what I mean, for guys. So it's
Yeah.
like, you know, and I just think it's pretty impressive that kids that age were able to pull off that much shit. And were me and you in gunfights? On the way, it was at your work. It was when I was visiting.
Oh, I was
You,
at the Copper Lounge.
yeah. And
Yeah,
fucking
I had.
dude, you know the two? I'm not gonna say their names to protect their their valiance, but they wanted to run. They were like, "No, we gotta go! The cops, cops, cops!" And I was like, "Fuck no, we don't have Jared. I'm going back." And I remember that, and I went back,
Yeah.
but I fucked those four dudes up by myself. You remember that?
I no, I had a no, I was with Carrie. She was all drunk, so I had to go take her home. And then I heard about the aftermath because I fucking went to work, and my boss was all, "Yeah, you know what your friends did last night."
Oh, you
But I
weren't
don't know
there
what
when I
you're talking
got
about.
him.
Huh?
You weren't there when I got him.
No.
Bro, I fucking dude, they were all dogging us, bro, and it was four of them at the table. I ran in, I started getting the other one. One tried to hit me with a bottle. I grabbed the bottle out of his hand, looked at him, threw it on the ground, started smashing the other one, and then finally got to him with the bottle and fucking pulled him over the other two and started fucking them. Oh, I fucked them all up, dude. And I left, and I guess the other one on the end ran around and grabbed Jared from behind. We ran up the street and then came back in once I realized he wasn't with us. And
Yeah.
fucking the dude had him in a headlock, and I ran up and fucking, oh, dude just nailed the and he just, yeah. So I remember Tina and Regina were there that night.
Yeah.
And they were both like, holy shit. But yeah, that was fucking. That was a crazy. That just came back to me just now. And I was and then me, you, and Regina had gotten into it with other guys just like a week before that. Remember that? Or
Was that
no?
at the
At
Joe's?
Joe's at
Yeah.
Pizza.
Yeah, when they that guy had a hammer or something, didn't he?
I don't remember that part, but that's probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
uh, I fucking remember one of the last times me and the boys jumped out for a brawl, and you know the blue-eyed bear was just calling, fucking jumps out with this fucking tomahawk, like a straight real hatchet, dude. And I was just like, yo, dude, we have, we have crossed the line. Like we have gone too far with this shit. You know, I'm just like, it's like I know, the land of enchantment is definitely in all of our souls, but fuck, dude, like you're gonna scalp the dude. You're gonna. That's a good one. That's a good story.
Yeah, that's a
All
good one.
right, so okay, so I just realized this happened again. So we play a video game. We always joke about how fuck man, if the FBI ever listened to us, they're like, damn, these kids just cut someone's head off and shit on their fucking down their throat and all this. We play a game. It's a game that our friend made up, M made up. We play this game. And it's a fucking violent game. And we do all kinds of shit in the game that you do in your video games now with like GTA
Yeah.
and shit like that. So when we're talking about this, we're talking about the game. We didn't really blow a fucking suburban 15 feet off the fucking ground like savages at 14. That was just a game.
No, I remember in the video, a friend of one of the kids, fucking, mom's boyfriend was beating her, and he drove that Suburban. So he asked some people for some favors.
See that shit? We didn't put up with woman beaters, man,
No,
at
not at all.
all. You know what
Not
I
at
mean?
all.
Well, fuck, dude. When we were, that was just when we. That was just at the beginning of the story. You know, these are just 14-year-old rascals fucking scurrying up to this thing and 14-year-old video game rascals.
So you
It
throw
gets
the gas,
worse.
and I'll throw the flare. Okay, gas. How come the flare's not lighting? Light the fucking flare. Let's go.
Dude, I found out since then you need much less of a fire. So,
Right?
uh,
That's terrible.
dude, bro, I'm also famously in certain little areas of certain places. I took the pyromaniac with me to several cities. But-
Fucking burning everything down.
well, you know, man, because we've always been class acts. Honestly, we really always have. You know, it's we don't start any shit whatsoever. I can't stand shit starters because they don't give a fuck what the consequences are for everybody else. You know,
No.
when we were at TD's, FM's little brother got fucking close range nailed with the sawed off because of one of those, you know, brawls. And he didn't even know. He didn't have anything to do with it. I think it was like a night later, different
Yeah.
shift. Just could, and but you know, I saw that shit coming when I was there. Actually, I can't remember. I think that happened right after I left. Yeah, I saw that shit coming, class. So I was just like, fuck it, I'll just take it over there and go hang out with my buddies. Cause I had built everything. I had 5 buildings up there in Philly at that time, dude. I was collecting rent. Dude, I had a Lincoln Presidential. I had 2 work trucks. I had 2 GSXR motorcycles. I was fucking living large, dude. I had a commun. I was doing a charity then too, bro. In Philly, I was funding these kids that got out of this like specialty school, like this live-in boarding school, like the ones that I was in and shit. And I was like, oh wow, look at that. They got all those same traits. I wonder if here I'll sponsor you guys. I had scored this property in West Philadelphia that was all fucking done. The lady had just had got sick of it, and she didn't have the credit to refinance it. So I refinanced it, pulled 30K right off the fucking top, and I'm like, now what I'm gonna? It was right in the middle of the hood though, so I gave it to those kids. And I put 10 grand studio in there, and I let them go be rappers and shit. And it turned into a fucking trap house, unfortunately. But But while I was there until I got locked out of the country on this bogus fucking bullshit, I can't even believe it. It just fucking doesn't even make sense. Anyway, by a fucking lying piece of shit, I gave 100 grand to crazy, you know, child abuser. Where was I? Oh yeah, so they turned into a trap house after I got locked out of the country. At that time, I was locked out of the fucking country.
For he was a big old hacker, turned into a big old hacker, remember?
Well, I knew he had been to prison before. He was hanging with us for hacking, but I think he went to
But yeah, and then he
prison.
went back to hacking, and then he wasn't allowed to even have a computer in his house.
Oh, and then, yeah, I remember he was fucking telling me that while he was sitting at his computer. I remember him telling me.
Yeah, I was there with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like in between that, I remember we went to his house one time, and they're all methed up, and you fucking left me there.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit. I don't remember that. No. Dude, I'm so glad I never touched that shit.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, no, good, good.
And I
And we
just
were
do.
around, who was around way back then.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, and then we used to stay over there. Yeah, I remember fucking the I don't want to no names, right?
Yeah.
The punk rock girl. Remember the punk rock girl
Oh,
when he
yep,
stayed?
yep.
Yeah, and we used to stay over there at his apartments too. Remember? And then we used to go to
Mhm.
the
Probably do some editing. I'll probably do some editing on this one. On this one, it's deserving. Yeah, no, we did some capers there, dude. That was a fucking, that was the trip.